My DG. What's up, everyone? This is your everyday consumer, Mikey G, and welcome to a Black On Live. And today I'm here with a great guest. He's the owner of the BlackTube social media site, as well as a fellow content creator, my man, AP. One in a
Hey,
billion.
hey, pew. One in a billion, and I'm back.
Man, well, thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on the show, man. I'm
Thank
so
you for
happy to
having
see
me.
you.
Likewise, thank you for having me.
So go ahead and tell everyone about the BlackTube, about what you got, and some of the other things you got going on.
We're gonna go right in with it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the blacktube.com is the platform, and we created the platform as another outlet, another space for opportunity. There are many content creators that are being overlooked. They're YouTube's trash, if you would say. So for us, they're our treasure. They're our treasure, and we are so excited to just open up a lane to create more opportunities for creators. So you can go right on the blacktube.com, upload your videos, you can get monetized on there. You're gonna reach more people than you normally reach, and that's because part of it is my reach is pretty long, but I just really believe that I have been not only an influencer, but on the executive side in the digital space for over 15 years. So with that comes a long reach. With that comes a lot of experience and opportunities. And we're just looking to share those opportunities with more people that look like us, because me and my wife, Dangerous Diva, we go into these meetings and we don't see much representation there. And, some people be like, look, I'm the only black person here. I don't feel good when I see that. I want to see more of my peoples there. Then even the meals that they serve might even change at these events when there's more representation for us. But I'm not doing this for meals. I'm doing this because me and my wife are doing this because we really want to see more content creators start to make millions of dollars.
I know what you mean. I gotta tell you, I was amazed when I first came across it. Like I joined a Facebook group called the Black YouTubers, and after I saw it, like, what is this? What is the BlackTube? Where did this come from? I found out there's a black-owned version of YouTube. Pretty much. I'm like, wow, it blew my mind. I was so happy to see that. I think a lot of our community, especially, we sleep on the idea of social media sites and owning them.
Yes.
We see it now, like how much is Twitter going for, and Twitter's not even all that, like it's big, but it's not really all that lucrative.
Exactly.
But you see how much was Elon Musk is spending just to buy that,
Exactly. I'll say this. For me, it's never been about the money, although money will be a byproduct of this. But for me, it truly is about opportunity. Right. I look at each one of these websites, each one of these apps as portals. So within these portals, there's different opportunities in these portals that you might not find somewhere else. Me, for instance, there was a portal over 20 years ago called Black Planet. And on blackplanet.com, I met my wife through that portal. So had it not been for a portal that was created where, not only did I meet my wife, but I met a lot of females. I met even guys that wanted to do business. Like, I achieved a lot of success early on in the early 2000s on the internet. So back then it was so open source. It was free. You go in this portal and there's these opportunities waiting for you. You go in this next portal, there's these kind of opportunities waiting for you. But now the internet has become so regulated that there's not much opportunity there. They have seen, the powers that be have seen success stories come out of our community. Like, wait a minute, this wasn't part of the plan. How is he getting millions? We didn't want him to have this. And he's foolish people. So, like I said, portals. These are portals, and you guys need to take advantage of whichever portal will help you succeed. It's that simple for me. So anybody else that comes up with a company, I'll join it because I want to take advantage like I used to. when I was on Black Planet. Only difference is I won't be on there dating. Okay, it's strictly business now. But
Yeah, don't want to make Dangerous Diva mad. That's for sure.
oh man, listen, that's it. God bless me with the woman of my dreams through a portal.
Through a portal.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York. My wife is from California, from LA, and I've been living in LA for the past 14, 15 years as a result of a portal. So guys, take advantage of these portals. Don't sit around and wait. You know, your phone comes preloaded with portals now. Yeah. And usually the things that are so easy, that are just right there in your grasp, they're usually not the things that's going to help you break free from the system and go to the next level. So I would like for you guys to explore. You know, first explore outside and see what's going on in the rest of the world. There's so much going on in the world. But explore on your phone.
Yeah.
There's portals right there waiting for you.
Man, like, have you thought about trying to add a portal with I've done a review recently on Figures Wireless or with Tesix Wireless, both of them black owned. Like,
say the second one. I saw your one on Figures. What was the other company?
Tesix. Tesix.
Okay, I haven't heard of them yet.
Yeah. I just fall across these things all the time. I'm just like,
wow.
And it amazes me.
So you said, have I thought of doing what?
Have you thought about like getting in touch with them so you know, say, hey, I got this app. I want you to put it preloaded on your phone so when people see it, when they get it, you know, I want to see us connecting so we can build. You know.
Listen, Figures. I'm here. We're here. The BlackTube is ready for those kind of connections because, I mean, how much better would it be for our people if you had black owned and you had apps like the BlackTube preloaded? And really, that's pretty much one of the main reasons why a lot of people are like, well, how come you guys aren't in the Google store? Well, Google, we have a deal with them for the platform for monetization, but they told us they wanted 30%, and in order for our app to show up in the Play Store. So I said, okay, you're going to get 30% of all of our revenue, including donations. That sounds like we're partners. So what are you going to do in return? And there wasn't much being said there. So, you know, hey, Figures, Tesix.
Yeah, they Figures. They downloaded. They already have quality. I heard they tried to put quality TV on theirs for a while. I don't know. I didn't see it when I bought it, but oh man, that's. I'm glad to hear that. You know, I want to see that collabo.
Let's go. That's what it's all about.
Do you think that the BlackTube has had that kind of impact on the black community that you're looking for?
Not yet. There's still a lot of room to grow. I will say anybody who has come across the BlackTube so far, they're excited about what the platform is here to do. For us to have that full impact, I believe that we need to see tens of thousands of people not only monetize, but actually doing this full time, being a content creator full time. When we have made a change in our communities where we have full-time content creators from the US all the way back to Africa, then I will feel like we've really made an impact. Right now, the idea of what we're doing is being well received by so many people. And I believe just on the strength of that alone, I've seen it spark many other companies as well. So it's a positive in that light, but to really be able to make true change, I want to make true change. And I believe that true change will come about when, for one, like you said, for us to be on everybody's phone. Once we're on everybody's phone and they see, wait a minute, there's opportunity here that is not on anywhere else. I have an opportunity. Many people have ideas. You, for instance, great idea, black-owned world, dope setup. My son, J-Funk, he's 12 years old. He said, Dad, you got an interview today? I said, yeah. He said, well, who? I said, Black on World. I said, oh, he said, yeah, his setup is dope. He said, I knew it. I like it. So here it is, where, and now J-Funk is a 12-year-old influencer who has been featured on Nickelodeon, who has gotten billions of views across the internet, and he knows about you. But we go look at your numbers, and they say 808 people are following you right now. So my point is that there is such more of a wider audience for you to reach, and I kind of feel like there's kind of like a tug, kind of like we don't want him to go. So there needs to be a place that makes the Mikey G say, oh, I got this dope idea, I'm gonna make this company, and then boom, that company just takes off and starts reaching millions. And I believe that the BlackTube will be the home for that. I've seen, actually, as far back as 2011, 12, YouTube was the place for that for me. And things started to shift. But we can get into that conversation a little later. But, we really just want to make an impact in our community and an impact with the content. The content is important. The content is key. I don't know if you've noticed, but you're a member. The atmosphere on the BlackTube is a positive atmosphere. It's still in a growing phase where people are trying to figure out, well, okay, what do I do here and how do I get to this and that? But the atmosphere is a positive atmosphere. There's no hate. Right. Even the content that's being posted, there's no regulations, but it just so happens that you don't see too much foolishness on the BlackTube. You see a lot of quality content. We want this to feel like Wakanda for our people. We all watched Black Panther and we was like, man, like
that got to be real.
Exactly. So mentally, it starts off mentally. They try to take control of our minds through the digital space.
Right.
Your mind is on what's going on IG, what's going on Facebook, what's going on TikTok.
Yep, that's what it go to.
Because of what's going on in your mind, now you're actually living some of that stuff out. You see people, you walk by, you see people making videos, they doing this dance, that dance. So
the crate challenge, hurting themselves.
Exactly. But it all starts from up here. So if we have a platform where we control the narrative and our minds are now on, oh, we got this, we good. What's going to happen in the physical world? We're going to do the same thing.
Right. No, I love your slogan, where we control the narrative. Or the image. Is it the image or the narrative? It's where we control
the narrative. That's
the
right.
narrative.
That's
and,
right.
I think that's very important. You watch the news, it's not looking, they don't always put us out in the right light, give us the right image out here. And that stuff happens. The stuff that they talk about on the news and whatnot, that's real stuff. But at the same time, first off, that's not most of us.
Right.
So I love that you have a channel where people can go and see, hey, this is not all that stuff, that's what they want to put out. That's what they want you to think we're like. When we're on a whole new level,
Yes.
So
yes.
How'd you come up with that, where we control the narrative? What made you go with that route?
That was my wife. That's Dangerous Diva. We're gonna have to get her in here. She's working out right now.
Oh yeah.
But she came up with that, where we control the narrative. We as a power couple, we like collaborate on so many things, like even from the name, the BlackTube, because I also own Welcome to Wakanda. Like, I was really going to name it like what's up with Wakanda. And she's like, that's not it. And it's like, then we just kept going across things. And then it was the BlackTube. And that's it. That speaks directly to our people. And then she came with this, where we control the narrative. And, it is very fitting because if you look on so many different platforms, like you just was saying, like the news will depict us. I saw an article one day. It was in the New York Times. Times Post, something like that, a New York paper.
Okay.
So here I am. I'm living in California. I grew up in New York. I'm reading this article, and they put a 12-year-old black kid with a gun in his hand on the front of the paper, the very front of the newspaper.
Right.
So it's saying like thug this and this and that, and I'm like, this is just absolutely terrible. Like, you could have chose any picture of this young man to even say that he's done something wrong, but the fact that you put it out there that he has a gun, he's 12 years old, and he's black, that means every kid is now a potential suspect, and it's giving you the right to treat every kid like an adult, every black kid. That's what the front of that paper was saying. So there's an attack on our people that most of us don't even realize. We see that, and then we be like, oh man, they're nothing but thugs and hooligans. But wait a minute, don't you got a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, or something too? You don't realize it's putting us all at jeopardy. So why not have a platform that shows the good sides? Because there's so many more of us that are on the good side than those that might be doing something wrong. So here it is where those people will be celebrated. And that this celebration of Afrocentric culture that's what the Black Tube is for.
Yeah. Like I said, the image is very important. I mean, I don't know how many times I get in the elevator with someone, I don't know, some old white lady or something, and she, like, I ain't worried about you. Just yesterday, I'll tell you a quick story. I'm heading home from work, and I see this car backing out, hits another car.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, that just ticked me off. Because you know what they did? Skirt! Left. Just straight dip. And it bugged me. I like having a close-knit community. It's very diverse. You know, black, white, everyone. We all cool. But at the same time, I was like, okay, let me go knock on their door. And let them know, hey, that's your Cadillac? It was a Cadillac. I felt bad for him. I said, he's like, I was like, oh, man, someone pulled up. They hit it. And they gone. I got their license plate. I'm a snitch. Yeah, I don't care. That's got to go. Like, that whole snitch narrative has got to go. We got to take care of ourselves and take care of our people. But if we continue to protect the more criminal side of it, then how can we really grow as a people and cut off that narrative? Silence
is violence.
Yeah. So that's how I feel on that. But let me go back. I got diverted. I got that. What's the word?
You was talking about the story.
Yeah, the story about how y'all came up with the narrative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so how do you have a plan, or how do you see BlackTube growing within the next couple of years? Where do you see it in 5 years?
Oh my gosh, in 5 years, it's going to be so huge. It's going to be a major part of the economy. Like, our ecosystem is going to transform lives because on one end you have the content creators who will be able to make more revenue than they ever have before because of this platform, the BlackTube, being in existence. But then on the other end, even the consumers, the people who use the platform, we're even paying the consumers as well. And the consumers, they get paid, everyone gets paid via Litcoins when it comes to the consumption.
Okay.
So with that, we have, let's say, for instance, if you watch a video on the BlackTube, you earn Litcoins for that. If you upload a video, you earn Litcoins for that. Okay. If you like, dislike, or comment, you earn Litcoins for that. We give the least amount of coins for dislike. So, it encourages people to like more. So let's say, for instance, this is graduation season right now. So many people are posting pictures like, oh man, my son, he just graduated. Look at him at his prom, this and that, da da da. So you're putting that information out there on Facebook, on whatever platforms, and you're sharing your personal information amongst the world, and your reward is likes. You're not getting a dime for that. So here I'm telling you that you will get paid for your interaction, for your consumption, for the things that you watch on our platform. So let's say you earn your Litcoins convert to 10 US dollars a day. 10 US dollars a day, 365 days. That's $3,650 that you would earn in a year just for your consumption. So now your consumption, which everyone says is the worst thing possible to do, to just consume and then to watch everything. No, but we're going to reward you for that. So you're getting rewarded for that. And think about this. There actually are some people who have jobs, paid jobs to watch stuff, to consume, but the masses don't have that job. So we're giving it back to the people. You've earned $3,650 throughout the year. Let's say, okay, Facebook's been around 17, 18 years. So let's do 17 years, and math is my thing. So in 17 years, you just earned $62,050 just for consumption. Hey, I like that. I like that. So just for your consumption, just for watching Black-owned world's content, just for watching the Soul and Love family content, and there's all kind of content currently on the platform that you might see somewhere else, and you're like, wait a minute, I'm going to get paid to watch it here. So 62,000. Hey, you choose what you want to do with that money. You can invest that money. It looks like right now not many people want to invest because of how the economy is going, but there's different things that you can do with that money. What if you had 62,000 extra dollars? And I'm saying just at a clip of earning $10 a day. So for the average US, for the average anybody, that's huge. But me, I actually went to Nairobi, Kenya. I went to Johannesburg. I've been to different parts of Africa, and the US dollar to a Kenyan shilling is 1 to 100. So I remember I gave a driver. This guy was driving me around for like 2 weeks, and at the end of it, I was like, "Hey, man," I gave him a 20. He's like, "Oh my goodness, this will last the rest of the month." I was laughing at first, but then I was like, "Yo,
are you being sarcastic?
$20 last you a month?" From then forward, I said, "Man, if we could just give each and every person here $20, they would be good." And we eat fast food and spend $20. There's so many things that we spend $20 on so fast. And so I kept looking, and I'm like, how can I do this where the consumers, the people overseas, can get this money back? And the BlackTube, man, that's it. Watch the content on the platform, and our people in Africa, in the motherland, can earn money just for watching the content, and they'll be having those 62,000 US dollars is, oh man, that's 6 million Kenyan shillings you got right there. Oh, yeah. You rich. They can be like, how you earn this money? Like, my guy, all I do is just watch videos all day. You know what I mean? So
I'm a professional viewer.
hey. So I just told you from the consumer standpoint. Okay. Yeah. We didn't even talk about the creator. You're a content creator. You more on that side. So how about the algorithm being in your favor? How about when you make a video, instead of the algorithm saying, nah, let's put them in the back. Let's say, oh man, let's move this to the front. Let's have more people see this content, because this content is a match. We have a partnership with the Black Dollar Network, BDN, and new part. We actually just did an interview with them 2 days ago. Okay, amazing, a dope interview like this one is going. My wife was a part of that one, and what I'm saying is, many of the companies I see which are featured there, you have done content on some of those companies. So there's a marriage that's waiting to happen, where the content which you feature and the advertiser, the actual companies which you're trying to reach, and then the consumers are all married in one. And the BlackTube is the home for that. So you, my friend, as a creator, you stay consistent. You're gonna be making more money than you ever could even imagine
Yeah, I
for doing what
appreciate
you're
that.
doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and put in a plug for you real quick. Hey, I want y'all to go out there, type in the BlackTube if you're on your computer, look it up if you're on your phone, subscribe, check out some videos, get some lick coin for that. And
Right.
if you're a content creator, post your stuff on there. I tell you, I did not waste any time when I found out. I was like, okay, let me get all my videos that I have on YouTube. Let me get it on here because I want to support. I want to see people go there, and I would love to one day if I get big enough and like your platform gets bigger, that to be able to just let YouTube go, delete all my stuff, go straight to BlackTube and be more exclusive,
I hear you.
you know.
The,
But
the beauty of that too, with the exclusivity, is that as your content becomes more exclusive towards our platform, the pay rate actually increases.
oh,
So with the same content being shared all over the place,
mm-hmm.
you still get paid for it, and you get paid solid. But if this is the home for that, then the advertisers all have to come to this location for this content, and it makes a higher demand on your content. Listen, this is stuff that right now you're just like, okay, I'm a content creator, I'm making my videos, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not thinking about none of this stuff. But listen, this stuff is all part of it, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I remember, so I first started on YouTube in 2006,
Okay.
and that was when they first came out. And monetization didn't come around on their platform till about 9 or 10,
Mm-hmm.
and by 11, I became monetized, and then it was just a wrap from there. Like, their whole platform just everything just changed. So I say that to say, at some point, there was networks were the big thing. There was a portal for networks on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and portals open and portals close. So
Okay.
back then, it was a portal for networks. So a network would say, "Oh man, here's this guy. He's
Mm-hmm.
already reaching millions of people. I'm going to sign you, and I'm going to give you more opportunity to. I'm going to give you tools that you normally don't have access to. I'm going to work out sponsorship opportunities for you." And
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of like signing to a label. So me
Okay.
and my wife signed with a network called Full Screen, and the Full Screen network at the time, they had received 80 million from Google, 80 million in funding to start their company. So after a month of being with them, we were getting so many views, and there were advertisements separate from YouTube that we would do. We did advertisements with Shaq, with
Mm-hmm.
Geico, with I remember like a new Saw series was coming out. We did something for that. We were doing so many different advertisements, and rather than the regular pay, it was like you were getting like $100 per 1,000 views. So it was like, okay, like this is good, especially for
Yeah.
entertainment, for the entertainment field. So I bring that up to say this: a month passed, and the founder of the company, George Strompolis, he sees me there. I stopped by the office, and he's like, "You guys are like on another level. You need your own network. You need your
Yeah.
own network." And I'm like, "Okay, sounds cool.
Yeah.
What can I do with this network?" Um, at the time, I owned Welcome to NYC, Welcome to Cali, and if you even look up you look up these channels on YouTube, they're huge. Welcome to Cali TV, Welcome to NYC TV, where we have millions of views on those channels, on different videos.
Yeah.
And we get this network, and it like this. Here's the terms.
Mm.
You guys sign anybody you want. We'll make sure they get featured on the homepage of YouTube if their content is good. Like, it was like that,
Okay.
and it was just so much extra money that you just not even around anymore. So you guys really don't know about a lot of what used to happen in the creative space.
Mm.
So it keeps evolving. So I brought that up about the networks.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is where you, as a creator, all of a sudden you start to get your content featured on commercial license for TV and film.
Yeah.
So me and my family, the So and Love family, it's videos we have. This video, I go in my backyard, I'm playing basketball with the kids. Next thing you know, I get a hit up by Oreo, and they're like, "We want to use your content for a commercial, an Oreo commercial for the NCAA championship." So
Mm.
um, we agreed to terms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting paid for a video that I'm already gotten paid for the video online, but
Mm-hmm.
now I'm getting paid for this video to be featured on major television.
Mm.
This year NCAA championship, there's over 18 million people watching this game, and they're watching me playing basketball with my kids in a commercial. I'm like, this is so dope.
That's a
And this is from
beautiful
a
thing.
piece of content that either I use my camera or I use my phone to make. And now I'm on television from that. So my youngest son Josiah, he did a commercial for the Major League Baseball championship with Google Cloud. And I was pitching to him. He hits the ball. He was 3 at the time. They used that for a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
So I can keep going on and telling you about commercials with Audi. My oldest son J Funk and my wife Dangerous Diva. They did a commercial for Nickelodeon. So all of this coming about on the content side from being a content creator. So I'm saying all of this not to brag, but to expand your mind to even when you're actually creating content to say, wait a minute, is it possible if I do this content this way that it could get picked up for something even bigger? Because some people just look at their content as, oh, okay, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm trying to get monetized, and then I'm gonna get a check, and then I'm gonna be like such and such that I saw. But you don't even know there's not that many such and suches that actually are getting paid for licensing of their content, like AP 1 in a billion, like the So and Love family is doing. So, you know, I want to open everybody's mind and use the BlackTube as a platform where we educate content creators on the proper way of making content. This is how we're going to see so many multi-millionaires coming throughout our community. And everybody has what's needed already. Everybody has a smartphone.
Yep.
That's pretty much all you need is your smartphone, some good lighting. Don't copy off of Mikey G's setup, but he got a dope setup. Get you a dope setup, and
you got to invest into it, right? You can't just.
You have to. You have to invest into yourself.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's 1,000 YouTubers out there or black tubers out there as well that have a lot more followers than me, and they just use their phone too. But you know, you got to get started somewhere, and as long as you're entertaining. One thing I thought about when I started this channel is like, a lot of people don't think about. They think about becoming famous, becoming rich, whatever, but they don't think about what are they famous for. And to me, that's so much more important than just becoming famous.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. I like that. I really like that because the content that we would do. So in 2009, me and my wife, well, no, it was just me by myself. My wife was pregnant and I had moved to California from New York. Bro, I moved with $15 in my pocket, man. I didn't have nothing. I brought my camera, an old camera too. I got it just for keepsake.
Right?
Just for keepsake. I brought this camera with me.
Okay.
I brought this camera with me, and I brought my laptop, which I don't have anymore, that old laptop. Those are the two things that I moved to California with. And I told myself, I said, I'm not moving until money start popping out of this screen. Like, I'm gonna make this work. Like, my wife was pregnant. We were about to have our first child. I took that camera and I'm like, I'm in California. Like, this is the city of dreams. I'm in LA. I start first I was out there with my music. People was feeling the music. I already had a video out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Supposed to be, it had like a couple hundred thousand views or whatever, quick fast. And then YouTube froze it because they're like, we don't know how he's really reaching this buzz and whatnot. So I got this buzz. Labels want to sign me. They offer me deals. But then I'm looking, I'm like, well, if you're telling me you're going to give me 180,000, but I got to use 145,000 of it for marketing and promotion, and you're giving me a $35,000 advance, do I really have anything? I'm like, that's nothing. Like, how am I going to provide for my family? So I took that camera and I flipped the script. I said, instead of me being the star, I'm going to interview all the other stars, all the other celebrities. So I started to do that. And next thing I know, I'm with Lisa Ray, Teddy Riley, P. Diddy, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. I'm with all of these different people, interviewing them. And it was cool. It was cool and all. I got to meet so many different people, so many people that I looked up to growing up as well. But there was not much money in that because there was so many other outlets there interviewing the same people. So I said, how can I change the game? So I changed the game when me and my wife decided to start doing reviews on, we would do more of a commentary type of show.
Okay.
So our commentary show featured on Welcome to Cali. It was the AP and Diva show. We started reaching millions of views. We would talk about any topic. We talk about Nicki Minaj, her performance at the award show, and we wake up the next morning and it's probably 1.5 million people have seen this video.
Wow.
So
yo, that's
I brought all of this up after you said something. You said triggered what I'm about to say about being famous for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. No,
So do interview so many celebrities would even come to us. I remember Michael Jackson's daughter, and this is right after MJ. Michael Jackson's daughter is coming to us, and like, she's like, "Can you take this down from off of your channel? Can you take your opinion down?" I remember, and this is like a little kid saying this. I remember like lawsuits that we were getting because of our opinions on different topics.
Man.
Just because of our opinion. So we were getting famous, but everybody didn't like what we said. So it's kind of famous for the wrong reasons. So at one point, we talked about Nicki Minaj, and then like a week later, she has a show in LA. We're at the show, and we're media there. So we're on the stage. She must have looked at us like, what? What are they doing here? So they like gave all of these signs. They kicked me and my wife off the stage, man.
Oh man, that's crazy.
They kicked us off the stage.
Crazy.
So I was like, and then I would go to stores
and
people would recognize us, but it was like they might have seen an opinion that we had and like, oh, why'd you say that about this? And I'm like, that was my opinion. So we say, you know what? Let's chill on doing things that way.
Okay.
That's not really how we want to be known. And it's not that we were even like fishing. We weren't really like out there like just saying just wild stuff. Like it was just our honest opinion. And it wasn't nothing crazy, but just the fact that we were reaching so many millions of people, it bothered the celebrities if we were saying something that they didn't like. Yeah. So, you know, we actually stopped doing it. We stopped doing that, and then we got into the family space.
Yeah.
And then it became all about our family. And now anybody want to say something bad about us, then it's your turn now to talk about us. So I just brought that up just because of what you said about what are you famous for?
Right. Yeah. No. And I'm glad to see. Like I said, I like a lot of times you watch what live or reality TV shows and stuff, and I've seen some other family shows that aren't as very representative. You know, they add the fake drama in it.
Yeah.
Oh, and stuff. I don't like that. I miss the Family Matters days. So when
Yes.
I see a
Yes.
wholesome family, I put a smile on my face. You don't see shows like that on anymore. It goes back to what you said about controlling the narrative.
Yes. Yes. And what I'll say about that is, because, like you said, you don't see many families like that. We were like literally like the first family on YouTube like that in 2013, before the family space was even a thing. Like I always try to, I don't even have to try. Like I'm always ahead, like years ahead of this. Like I brought up what we did in terms of commentary. Well, those commentaries are now called podcasts, and everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
And I did that. Me and my wife did that in 11 and 12. So here comes 13, and we're like, okay, let's get into this family space. And it wasn't even like, let's get into the family space. Actually, my son, J-Funk, he was 3 going on 4 at the time. Sometimes this 3-4-year-old would be our lighting guy or be the camera guy when we're doing these videos.
You teaching him the skills, huh?
He was learning at a young age. We needed somebody. He was there. He was available. And then sometimes he would make noise in the videos. And I'm like, what? Why you keep making noise? He's like, Daddy, I want to make my own videos. I'm like, what you want to do, man? So I put him on the camera. He starts playing with his toys, with his Thomas and Friends train. I said, we must have woke up the next morning to about 1.2 million views. I said, what? This is 13. I said, okay. I took him to Target, Fox Hills Mall, Target. I bought this boy every toy he wanted. He's like, Daddy, why are you doing this? I said, nah, man, you going viral, man. You get what you want now.
You doing this. This ain't me.
Yeah. So he becomes a big thing out there. And then we say, okay, let's just do it all as a family.
Okay.
And let's start making this family content. Okay. So there's a little Asian kid, Ryan's World, who most people know. He's got his toys in the store and whatnot. If you look things up, Ryan was a fan of our son, of J-Funk. So him and his family would leave comments on our videos. They would go and they try to duplicate our videos.
Oh,
like these are our fans.
Okay,
So our fans end up going even higher than we did on YouTube. And I mean, you can say what you want to say, but the platform, they control the narrative. So they put who they wanted to put in the forefront. So we continue to be this wholesome, loving family, positive vibes. And all of a sudden you start to see more of these ratchet families that started to come out. More of these families where, look, and it pisses me off. It makes me tight because we for the majority of our content is always a real scenario. Like one time my son really had to go to the hospital. Like there's no, and I'm talking about my youngest son, Miracle Baby Josiah. So we post this video, it gets all of these views, and then I see people copying, making a video saying their son's going to the hospital. I'm like, don't play around like that. That's not cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I would see the couples, and we never did that. Me and my wife is all love. We don't do this kind of stuff, but I see, cheating on my wife, or my dad is in the shower with my wife. My wife is leaving me. I see all of these different narratives which are negative for our community. And yeah, you guys, you can tell me how you were struggling and you didn't have no money and you're making money now, but you might as well go out and sell drugs. You might as well go out and just do whatever, because by you polluting our youth's minds, you're making it even worse for us. So we continued to make the great content, the positive content,
Right.
and we would not change from that. And we've even been told by the powers that be to change certain things, and we refuse to do that. So
I'm glad to hear
we
that.
created a platform where we can be be us. You know what I mean? Be this positive, like you said, be like
The Family Matters.
the Family Matters, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like everything doesn't have to be broken. Our people, there's a large community of us that want to see things fixed, that want to see things right. Like many kids on online, regardless of ethnicity. Little white kids on YouTube, like they call me daddy. They be like, they're like I'm the dad for the tube. You know, so they want to see a home that's together. They want to see success. They want to see unity. Apparently, that tube didn't want it. They deleted us. They deleted the So in Love family from off of there. So I still see a lot of the ratchet ones up there, but they deleted this positive, loving family, and it's a sad situation. We put so much blood, sweat, and tears into growing the So in Love family brand, growing J Funk's brand. But the good news is there is a home for our content, and that home is the BlackTube. Okay. So a lot of people think that we just that we made the BlackTube solely just for Black people, but it's a place where anyone that has been blacklisted, anyone that has been blackballed, limited from growth, like most Black people I know, when we see anybody hurting, we try to lift that person up regardless of where that person came from. We like, you and me, we now can identify with each other. We have something in common. We both are being limited. So the people who are being limited by the powers that be, come on the BlackTube. Here is a place where there's no limitations for you. Opportunity is here.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that being limited. Do you feel that in the development of the BlackTube that has happened to you and with the app or with the website, anything like that? And if so, why?
So within the development of our stuff, you know, I'm because I'm of how independent I am and my wife is, we just whatever obstacle is in the way, we break it down. We go right through it. So I will say this, that there are limitations in terms of promoting something that is Black owned on the internet, because they, like, you know, even you having a Black owned world, there's certain platforms that would just straight up take the word Black and put it in their blacklist. So because of that, your platform is just always just limited from growing because it's in a blacklist. So imagine being in a blacklist, and I've seen numerous. Listen, my name, AP1 in a Billion, has been in a blacklist. My wife's name, Dangerous Diva, has been in a blacklist. My son, J Funk, has been in a blacklist. You go into the search. I'm got double screen over here. You go into the search. There was a time where and I have everything screenshotted. You search our names, any of our names. As soon as you put it in, all of these things come up. But when you get blacklisted, then now nothing comes up. But if you type it in, then you really have to research and then find that person. So
yeah, I had to do the same thing. I had to do a hashtag the BlackTube, just try to find some videos.
So this is what I'm saying. They try to limit the success of something that they must feel is a threat. To what the system that they have in place. So we face those kind of challenges. And I also think that, you know, so far on the BlackTube, we've been building the platform totally organically. And when I say that, here it is. I've reached. We have one channel, 600,000 subscribers, and that's the channel that they've currently removed. But if I'm able to tell my audience, look, we're also on the BlackTube as well. You can follow us on there. And they're like, hey, no, don't follow them on there. We're gonna stop you from even saying that.
Bring it back. Come on.
Yeah. So we built this platform. What, 90, close to 92,000 subscriptions on the BlackTube, solely organic, not one ad dollar spent. This is just us. This is just word of mouth. This is just our influence, just putting the platform out there organically right now.
Okay.
There will come a time when we say, okay, we're going to invest millions of dollars into advertising, and then you'll know about this everywhere. Just like all of a sudden, this company during the Super Bowl comes around. Peacock. Oh, watch Peacock. Will Smith's Bel-Air is on it. Everybody like, oh, shoot, I know Peacock. Before that, we could care less about that platform. But my point is just that how much money they've spent into advertising to make sure that you know about them. So the difference with us is we 100% organic. And me, on my side, my family, we have already invested millions into this, into our own money, which is a no-no. It's an absolute no-no from anybody that I talk to. I've been blessed to be placed amongst a number of billionaires as of recent. And they're like, what? You use your own money to build this? Yeah, I did. Like, my heart is that close and near and dear to my people that I'm like, a change needs to come now. We can't wait for a fund and wait to see who's gonna do this. Like, let's just start. Let's start. So here it is. The BlackTube that you see today is just a start. There's gonna be so much more, so many more enhancements, so much more different things that will be on the BlackTube over the course of time as the money continues to come in. But I felt that, bro, we had to start. We needed to start.
Right.
You know?
Right. Let me go through some comments real quick. I just want to put this up, man. My man, my Black Universe just said, I just signed up. I love to hear that. You know, let me go.
My God.
You got my man, Star of David over here. Say he signed up 2 days ago when he saw this.
Hey. Okay.
Man, that's what it's all
Let's
about.
go.
Just getting the word out there, you know? So I got to ask, you already mentioned Litcoin. That's one of the ways you're competing. What other ways are you doing to compete against YouTube? Because that's a big beast, you know, to catch up. And what else you got playing going?
So I say this. We are not competing with YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that. Well, we absolutely are not in competition with this platform. And I think that that's what gets people confused at times, because I've seen people say, okay, well, they let you upload unlimited amount of videos, and you guys, there's like 2 gigs, 3 gig limit. Like, we're really not trying to be YouTube. Like, YouTube's trash is our treasure. So they have evolved to where they are mainly for, this is what I'll say, is for the mainstream. They have become totally mainstream. And I'd say that we are more of a niche-based platform, that, not that we're for people who are small. Absolutely not small. We're for people who think big, but our target audience is those who celebrate Afrocentric culture. So I wouldn't say that we were in competing with them, but we are an alternative for content creators to become monetized. So with that, some of the things that we have on our platform. And for me, it's about monetization. I want to see people monetize, earning revenue. So we have a pay-per-view system. We have a pay-per-view system where basically, sort of like Amazon Prime, where you can either charge for your video, people can even buy your video, or they can rent your video for 48 hours. So you upgrade to Pro on the BlackTube, and you automatically get monetized with that, where you're able to say, okay, I want people to either rent or pay for my videos. So if you're in the entertainment space, you have some great entertainment content, people will want to pay for that. I don't know, maybe you're going to bite off a snake's head or something like that. You know? So just deliver on it, but people will want to pay for something like that because you're going to do something extreme. But if you're just someone who is in the educational field or in the health field, and you have different type of information that people need to know. I see a lot of people in the credit space as well. And you're like, I have jewels for you that nobody else can give you. I'm going to charge you $5 for this video. If you want to rent this video for 48 hours, it's $2. So let's say you get 5,000 people to pay you $5 for this video. That's 25 grand you just made. Whereas if you got 5,000 views on the video on a YouTube, you might get anywhere from $5 to maybe $100, $50, something like that. So I don't know if that's me. I'm going with the 25K, and then it's residual income you're making from that. So that's the pay-per-view setup. Okay. Also, there's a donate button, which gets featured in your actual video. There's a donate button right before your description where people can donate. The donations go directly to your PayPal, so you can get paid that way as well. We already brought up the lit coins. Then there also is the monetization, which most people who are monetized are familiar with, and that's monetization through advertisement, CPM, sort of like YouTube. So that's where we have something similar to them, where you can get monetized based upon how many views you're getting. The difference with us is we pay you a higher percentage than they pay their creators. So you're able to take home more money from that. In addition to that, there's an NFT section. There's a lot of stuff on the BlackTube that I believe we need to actually do workshops on, so people can understand what truly is there. You know, me on the creator side, I kind of want people to figure it out on their own, just so I can be like, oh wow, they figured out this maze, they figured out how to do this, they figured out how to do that. But so many people are asking so many questions, so we need to workshop. So back to what I was saying about this NFT section. Just picture you creating a piece of content and you're saying, I'm willing to sell this piece of content for, I don't know, $100,000. You are the straight up owner of this content that I posted right here. And many of you don't even know how much your content is worth. You don't know that your content could be sold for $100,000. Here it is. I'm telling you, okay, so I have a video. It made thousands of dollars already online. Then I'm telling you, it's got featured for a commercial. So that's another 10 grand. So then the commercial, part of my license, the commercial aired for last year and it aired for this year. So that's 20 grand. So here it is, just licensing from one company, and I still own the content. So I'm telling you, this video's already made at least 20-something thousand dollars. How much is that piece of content worth? How much would you sell that piece of content for?
I have no idea.
So you would be a fool to sell it for 20-something thousand because you've already made that much. So it's possible that piece of content is worth $100,000, if not even more than that.
Okay.
So here's what I'm telling you. If you change your mind frame from the way you normally make content and you say, I'm about to make a piece of content and I'm going to NFT this on the BlackTube and see who wants to buy this content. Then now your mindset as a creator has changed because you're like, I'm making something to be sold. So there's so many opportunities right within this platform where you can just make unlimited amount of revenue. It's just all about how you look at it, you know. So we're putting the things they're put in place for you guys to make unlimited amount of revenue. I just really think that like I said, the workshops and interviews like this need to get out there where people actually can understand how much money truly can be generated from the content creator side of things. So there's 7 ways to monetize on the platform. I think I did 5 of them at least for you guys. So the other 2 not even in my head right now because I feel like making a video right now and turn it into an NFT. So I'm in a different space. So I'm gonna let you go on that. I'll let you continue.
Well, I got a quick question. So, how do you feel about censorship? You know, because a lot of these social media sites, especially when you get big, there's gonna be some people that come on there as real sketchy, doing some weird things.
Right.
You gotta. What do you want to censor? Will it like the biggest thing right now with Twitter is is being very political there, and they're censoring. But what do you want to censor if you want to censor at all?
So I do believe that there is some form of censorship. For us, it's about anything that is not uplifting, like hate speech, bullying. I don't care who you want to vote for. Like, go ahead. Talk about that. But the second that you start to name calling people this and that, and I don't care if it's on one end or the other. You know, like, I don't want to see people bullied. I don't want to see people attacked on our platform. We make sure that we keep it clean on that. And then on certain stuff, there's discretion. Obviously, porn. We don't do that. There is a platform that's almost spelled like ours, which it is porn. So stay away from that one. But
what's that one, by the way? No, I'm just messing with you.
so stay away from that one. Make sure you type in the THE for theblacktube.com.
BlackTube.
There's a lot of tubes out there.
I got it right there at the bottom for y'all.
There's a lot of tubes out there. So you know, pornography. We're not doing any of that. No hate speech. No bullying. Outside of that, feel free to express yourself on this platform. Like, I don't care about your religious beliefs. Just don't attack the next man or woman. You know what I mean? I hate to see people bullied. I want the BlackTube to be a safe haven for people. Right now, mentally, when we go on many of these platforms, which we feel like we're forced to every day, we don't feel good. It's kind of like okay, let me go and see what's going on here. For some of us who are in the business space, at least I'll say, we hurry up, we promote ourselves, and then we get up out of there. But some people, they're a part of that. The cancel culture is not welcome on the BlackTube. So, like, for instance, Will Smith, we looking for you. We waiting for you to come on over to the BlackTube.
Okay.
You are welcome. Okay. Those who are being canceled, you have a home.
Okay. What about Monique?
You're welcome.
You gonna let Monique come through?
Who?
You gonna let Monique come through? The comedian?
Come on, Monique is welcome. Monique is welcome. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Those who are being limited, those who are being canceled, are welcome on the BlackTube. You need a place where you can share your truth, share your piece. you
Yeah.
know, and like I said, it does not matter to me uh who it is.
Right.
Like we all face different trials and tribulations and deserve to be able to share our peace with the world. Let the Black Tube be that place where you're like, oh man,
Mm-hmm.
I can share uh my peace with the world, and there's nothing that they can do to stop that. I know a lot. There's doctors who are using the Black Tube as a place to share different remedies they have for COVID, for cancer, for all different things, different
Mm-hmm.
holistic doctors and stuff. Where in most cases they share this stuff on other platforms, and that content is getting removed.
Yeah, I heard about that. Some
So
like holistic stuff like the fight against cancer and all that, and some of that stuff gets removed because big pharma don't want that out there. They want to make their money.
exactly. So I will say the opportunities they're there. They're
Mm-hmm.
there. Like where I'm already in contact. They found me. Many like billionaires
Okay.
who see they see something here. They see
Mm-hmm.
something on the Black Tube, and they're like, "Wait a minute, you guys are really on to something. How do I get to be a part of this?" Like recently, I uh, uh, you see, I put it's Coach AP 1 in a billion. Recently, I've been in the coaching space,
Mm-hmm.
and doors have opened for me where I'm being recognized as one of the top internet gurus out there.
Mm-hmm.
And what that has done for me is now, most recently, I spoke on the same stage as Grant Cardone,
Mm.
Ty Lopez, uh, another billionaire guy, Jesse Itzler, who uh, his wife is the creator of Spanx. He owns a private jet company and he's part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. Um, and I could keep naming other wealthy people who you guys don't even know their names, so I'm not going to name them. But those people, you should know some of those people, and they are all in agreement that the Black Tool is something special, something unique, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing from investors who are like, man, like it's finally time that you guys, and they're saying black people, you guys own your own content, you own your own
Mm-hmm.
music,
Right.
you're able to own uh, the dances that are coming out instead of you putting them up on TikTok, and then all of these others are making the millions and being featured on these television shows
Right.
for your dances, for your music. No, it's finally time that you guys have a place where you can actually benefit
Mm.
from this, and the Black Tube is that place. So they are all in agreement. I'm getting celebrated by the others even more than by our own people right now. It's crazy.
Oh man, that's crazy. I like to hear that though. I love to hear that kind of stuff. So, question: you what was the name of that you said you thought about calling it? It was Wakanda. What was it? The
Welcome to Wakanda.
Welcome to Wakanda, right?
Welcome to Wakanda, baby.
So me and my man, my Black Universe, we discussed that where talking about how to market to the world, right? Do you feel like calling it, things like Welcome to Wakanda, or even calling it the Black Tube, that kind of makes people feel like, oh, skirt, oh wait, this ain't really for me, or what do you think?
So, so it's a great question, by the way.
Mm,
So it started with the welcome to, because I like I when I brought up earlier, I had
mm-hmm,
welcome to Cali, welcome to NYC,
mm-hmm.
uh, welcome to Las Vegas, welcome to Detroit, welcome to all of these different, welcome to kids, then welcome to hip hop. Welcome to hip hop is a well known um, company. Most people didn't even know it was mine, unless you knew that just about anything with Welcome to Two, AP and Dangerous Diva own that. So
Okay.
so I was like, let's go with Welcome to Wakanda. And my wife, and I I, I ain't gonna front. It was there was a voice speaking to me as I was coming up with this name for this platform, and you know, for those of you on the spiritual side, it was something outside of myself. And the spirit was speaking to me and saying, no, this platform needs to speak directly to your people. They need to know that it's for Black. Put Black in it. So it was January 2020, and I'm like, nah, chill, because I got welcome this, welcome that. Those are commercial names, like, and now the spirit's telling me, no, this needs to be Black. So
Okay.
here it is. First time I've done anything like that. And you know, I love my people. I got a Black queen, it's all Black love and all that, but I never created a company and thought to do that. But the spirit was speaking to me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was told exactly what I needed to do. So I go ahead and I do it.
Okay.
Create the BlackTube, and yes, there was some people who were like, oh, why you had to do that? Like, come on, like what? So this was like February, March of 2020. And then at the end of May, unfortunate incident happens with George Floyd, where you know the cops kill him, and everybody starts to get into the rallying, to the marching, and all that. Our people are like, we need our own. He's like, forget all of this. We need to control the narrative. We need our own Facebook. We need our own YouTube. We need our own. I said, what? Oh my God. I'm like, ta-da! Like, it is here.
It's right here.
It is here. It's already been created. So then I knew the spirit was telling me the right thing. Like, yes, this is what we needed. And then all of these members started joining, and then all of the others started to say, it's finally time that you guys own your own this, own your own that. And here it is now. Doors are opening for me that normally were shut. I had no interest in being on a stage. Nothing against them. But I had never even thought of that I would be at these conferences with the Grant Cardones and meeting with the Ty Lopez's and meeting with all of these different people that are doing big things in real estate, in the digital space. I had no thoughts of any of this, but through being the founder of the BlackTube, I have been welcomed into places that I normally would not have been welcomed to. So for whatever little bit of people who are like, I don't know, there's that many more big situations that say, oh yeah, this is it right here. This is huge. And what I will say, like I said, I met my wife on the portal called Black Planet. Black Planet had 19 million members. 20% of those members were non-Black. So when there is something that is, and I can't say Black owned, because Black Planet was not Black owned. The company, it was an Asian owned company actually that owned Black Planet.
See?
And I think that's
you
part
see
of
how
why
others make bank off of us though?
listen, like I've been fortunate. They called me up to their office. They wanted to meet with me. I was one of the top members on their platform. It was just 1 in a billion. Then I was AP, but my username was 1 in a billion. So everybody knew 1 in a billion. They're like, look, who is this 1 in a billion guy? Let's have him come through. We want to meet with him. So they wanted to meet me. To my surprise, it was an Asian-owned company. I was like, wow. Like, I thought this was a Black-owned company. Nothing against them, but they didn't know our people the way our people know our people.
Right.
So they asked me, can you teach us more about your people? So I say this to say that here it is, that probably 20% of the population on their platform, Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic. It wasn't mainly black people. So my point is, when there's something that is for black people, everybody's going to become a part of it anyway.
Okay.
You know, so it's kind of like weeding out those who really just don't even want to mess with you at all. Like, and those who do want to celebrate our culture, they'll be there. You know, so when you get that kind of mix, and you get a platform that is full of love, full of positivity, and that's what the BlackTube is. That's what it was like for me on Black Planet back then. And so it was weird for me. I keep bringing it up because after that, to get on the MySpace, to get on Facebook, then on YouTube, and then all of a sudden I start seeing these posts, and it's like bad posts about black women, bad posts about black men, about just all of this ghetto ratchet. I'm like, the internet wasn't even like this for me. So how did it become like this? Oh, you took the black away from it. That's what it is. So the BlackTube, we've put the black back in it now. So
I like that. I like that. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wind it down. I got some more questions, a little bit more questions. I didn't even know, but I think Father's Day and Juneteenth fall on the same day this week.
Yes.
I had no idea. I'm kind of upset a little bit. Like, hey, let the fathers have their own day. But
you know what I mean?
It's whatever. But, you know, just in case, you know, Dangerous Diva is listening, you know, what would you like to get for Father's Day this year?
Oh, Dangerous Diva. I want a new car. No, let me stop. Let me stop. Honestly, it would be dope to receive some of the products from some of these black-owned companies that you featured. That would be dope. That would be dope. That would be dope. Outside of that, oh man, my wife, she throw down in the kitchen. She can cook. She can cook though.
Man,
I'm just looking forward to one of her famous meals and some chocolate chip cookies on the side or something like that. Like I'll be straight, but really, the space that I'm in right now is not really so much of a consumer space. It's more of a like, what can we? It's like a building space. Like, what can we do to build together? So like, just doing collaborations, even like what we're doing right now. Like that for me is like a gift. This is a gift to be able to sharpen my iron with another brother who also has some sharp iron, and we can just say, oh, okay, like let's bounce off of each other. So I'm more so in a serving space than a receiving space right now. I'm really just about how can I serve, you know?
Well, let me ask you this. How do you feel about watches? Are you a collector? You like them?
So I like watches.
Okay.
I like watches. I actually, I saw you had a watch on.
Oh man, I love Talent. Let me say, Talent and Twine is definitely one of my favorite watches right here. One of my favorite watch companies, black owned. My man, Soulstones by LJ. He makes beads like these.
That's dope.
This one right here is Rastaklat. That's what it's called.
What go on?
You know, I'm not Jamaican. I'll probably piss off a couple Jamaicans with my ass.
Right, they hate when you do that.
You know, I've in a video I'm putting up soon is an unboxing video. I got A Few Wood Men in there. I'm just naming stuff off. A Few Wood Men on there. It's they got some nice wooden watches if you like something a little different.
Okay.
You know, things like that. So Dangerous, you're welcome. You know.
Okay. Okay.
But, yeah.
I have to put in some orders. How's their pricing too?
Oh, it's not even that bad, man. Like what was this one? This was about 100 and something, and then A Few Wood Men's about 120, 150. But like I said, it's great quality, man. It looks good.
It looked dope. It looked dope. I saw your video and I remembered it. And also, my guys with BDN, with the Black Dollar Network, I saw them with the same watch as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so I'm like, okay, I gotta get me one of those watches, and then you know we could do some promo or something to help their brand just
Yeah. Help them
explode.
grow. You
Tally
know,
and Twine. I heard that name. That's
Tally
right.
and Twine right there. There you go. So everybody helping you out with your Father's Day gifts. You know,
That's right.
tell tell your dad that you know you got it from me, and tell him to go ahead and subscribe. He can thank me with a nice subscription.
Hey, mom.
Yeah.
My mom is in here right now. Even
uh,
my mom is an
mhm.
influencer. Extreme couponing tips and tricks with Splint Roll. Even she got 16,000 followers on her channel.
Okay.
Her couponing channel. So follow her. But mom, while they following you, you know you could get your son something for Father's Day too. You know. So
It's Father's Day for all fathers out there. People, yeah, we got to celebrate that. That's important in the Black community, and I don't think we get on top of that like that as much, especially when compared to Mother's Day. I'm not saying it's a race or a competition, but a while back, I think it was last year, there was Dads on Duty. I don't know if you heard about that down in I think Alabama, where there was
okay.
a school that had a lot of kids, predominantly Black. A lot of the kids kept getting into fights and arguing and stuff. Well, what happened was some of the dads in the neighborhood, they came together and they said, let's start some shifts. Hey, this week you're gonna go down to the school and just hang out there. And they said that it was a very positive impact, whereas there was less fights. Kids felt like they had a someone there that to go to besides just
Wow.
getting into trouble. So that really touched me. I want
I
to give
love
them a
that.
shout out. Dad's on Duty. That's
Guys on duty. We
mm-hmm,
need to feature them and what they've done. That kind of content needs to be broadcast to the
mm-hmm,
world. And that's when I hear something great and then I know that I haven't heard of it before, it
mm-hmm,
means it's not being publicized enough. In the Black Tube is a
mm-hmm.
place where we like, okay, that's the kind
Yeah.
of content we want to push, we want to promote. I
Mm-hmm.
love it.
Oh
I
man.
love it. And it's so important
Mm-hmm.
for like you said, I believe that there is an attack on our families,
Yeah.
and it's definitely intentional, which is why Father's Day does not get celebrated like that.
Yeah.
And they don't want to commend all of the great dads out there. My mom is in it. My father. I come from a two-parent home. My father, an awesome man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my father, Anthony Morton, he did he imparted so much into his children,
Mm.
but at the same time, the system had him not like he was locked up or anything, but I mean
Mm-hmm.
like the 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 workforce. The
Yep.
workforce had my dad for 14 hours a day,
Hot dog.
so
Yeah.
then he got to sleep for about 7. So I see my dad for an hour, and I'm like, "What's up, man?" Like
Yeah.
our basketball game. I had a game. My older brother had a game. This and that, and he wanted to be there, but the
Right.
system is designed
Mm.
like that,
Right.
where they try to pull us apart. So weekends is when we got to spend the most time with our dad,
Yeah.
and I would be there and try to learn as much as I could from him. And great man, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what if we had us as men, what if we had more time
Mm.
to what if we our money was straight, and we
Mm-hmm.
had more time to spend with our families, more time to even impart into the community and impart into others.
Mm-hmm.
That this is a big part of the Black Tube,
Yeah.
because if you're making money from consumption, if you're making money while you're creating content, I'm bringing up me making money off of videos of me playing with my kids, which is
Mm.
something that I want to do anyway. I want to play with you, but
Mm-hmm.
you telling me I'm getting paid while I'm playing with you? Okay, like Let's play some more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just, it is not even that it was something that I always loved, but what I did love was I love my children. So I'm like, how can I be here
Mm-hmm.
for them and be able to spend time with them, but at the
Right.
same time be able to generate revenue? And once I began to have that freedom of my time, then I said, okay, where your cousins at? Have them come through.
Mm-hmm.
They might not necessarily, some of them don't have their fathers in their lives, but now you have a father figure.
Mm.
I'm not here to replace anybody, but I'm here to add. And you know, the stability you see amongst me and my family,
Mm-hmm.
now you have some of that stability too. Now you have something to think about when you say, oh, okay, one day I'm gonna be a man, I'm gonna be a father, or even my nieces for that matter.
Mm.
One day I'm gonna get married. I want a man that's gonna be there for my children. I see what a stable home
Mm-hmm.
looks like, you know. So
Right.
we need more of those. That's what we need. Is more stable homes coming out of our community, and the product, the fruit from that is us.
Yeah.
Fellas like us right here, you
Yeah.
know. So we want to see more of that, and it's not that any of us was more special than the next. It's just some of us just had that stability,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I want to be able to. I believe our platform will be able to open those doors, you know,
That's what's
just
up.
by creating more streams of revenue for our
Okay.
people. So shout
Yeah.
out to all of the men for
Mm-hmm.
Father's Day.
All the dads. Shout out your dad too. I'm gonna shout out my dad. I actually got a funny story about my dad.
Let's go.
So I gotta tell you this, man. So earlier back in I think what February, I ordered a jacket from a company called Southern Gents, and I forgot. You know how you add the address and it sometimes gets saved and you don't meet. So I bought before that. I bought my dad a jump rope from Buddy Lee's Jump Ropes, which is also black owned, of course.
Okay.
I'm trying to help him out get his heart rate right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But oh man, so I accidentally when I bought from Southern Gents this jacket that I wanted and some shirts. I'm sitting around waiting. I was like, where is that thing? It said it got delivered. I checked my email. Then next thing I know, I get a call from my dad. And he's like, son, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so glad you got me this jacket. This is great. Oh, I love it. It saved his address and sent it to him. And I was like,
Oh man.
oh no, Dad, that's my jacket. I'm doing a review on that.
Oh man.
You can't be, well, I mean, you could at least, let me keep it. I'll let you have your shirts. They're all mine already, Dad.
Yeah.
You can't be jacking my stuff.
Oh man.
So, and I love him. I love the man. He was a little touchy about it. I had to have my mom go ahead and bring it up to me. It hurt him.
You got to get him one, man.
Yeah, that's what happened for Father's Day. See,
Hey.
I already got it. I sent it to him, and then he called me again. He's like,
Oh,
son, I got it, and it fits even better than the last one. Thank you so much.
There you go.
I'm like, yeah, that one's for you, Dad. I got you. But
there you go. No.
It sucked hurting his feelings though. At first, I get it, but yeah, if I bought something for me, I want it. I ain't playing.
Nah, I feel you.
You know.
I feel you. That's interesting though. Like that you and your dad would even wear close to the same size.
Oh yeah, my jacket was a little bit too big for him, so I made sure when I ordered the next one, he's like, this one fits better. I was like, it was one size down. Hey, I'm glad to see it. And then of course I asked him, are you using that jump rope I bought you? Nah.
Nah, you're using the jump rope though, right?
I ain't buying you
Using
nothing.
the jump. That reminds me of my father-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
My parents are still in New York, but actually my in-laws, they live 4 doors from me.
Okay.
You know, like we after some years of us getting our house, they end up getting a house doors from us. So I got this. I got like it's an emo cycle. It's like a ride-on bike. It's like a foldable one. It goes 20 miles per hour. So I'm riding it through the neighborhood, and I stopped by my in-laws' house, and my father-in-law. This was around Christmas. It was after Christmas, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw his face, man, when I was riding it, and it actually was my second one. So I was gonna give it to my son. I saw his face. My father-in-law was like, "Here you go, Pop. Here you go." I call him Pop the Man. Pop the Man. Here you go. This is yours. So,
Okay.
oh man, he lit up. He's been riding that thing for a couple years, for years now. Like, mine is broke. I end up getting another one for all of them are broke because of my sons. But my two sons, J Funk and Josiah, they done broke my joint.
Oh,
but my father-in-law, his is perfectly fine. So he was riding it the other day. I was like, man, that was mine first, man. Like, but you know,
man.
if it gets over here, my son's gonna break that too. So you know,
Yeah.
they really don't break much stuff. They actually don't break much stuff, but when it came to my bikes, yeah, it was a wrap.
Do you have any advice for future aspiring entrepreneurs out there?
My number one thing I would tell you is to start. That's the number one thing. So many people have so many ideas. They're waiting for the right moment. They're waiting for perfection. You're never going to perfect this thing. Get started. Okay. First thing I want you to do is to start your business, and then treat it like a child. You have to treat it like a baby, and understand that here's this child who is a newborn, can't talk, can't walk, can't take themselves to the bathroom, can't feed themselves, and they're dependent upon you to build them up. So you have to build your company up. You have to treat your company just like a child, and take your time with this company. And over the years, it's going to get to the level where, like, my son he went with his friends. He's out with his friends right now. He's pretty much self-sufficient to some extent.
Right.
So your company will become self-sufficient, where your company now can run without you being there. So you treat it like a child. You have to put in all that overtime in the beginning, but just know that at some point it's going to be able to run by itself, and you'll be straight. So patience.
And how can people find you? Where can they find you? Where are you at?
So I'm definitely on the BlackTube. You definitely can find me on the BlackTube at AP1 in a billion, or at Coach AP. You can message me directly on there, but also on social media at Coach AP1 in a billion is where you can find me on most platforms. I try to post at least a video a day. It'll be like a quick one-hitter quitter, where I do like 60 seconds or less, and I'll drop a little jewel for the people on different social media, whether it be the TikTok or Instagrams or Facebook or YouTube, whatever it is. I'll post a little something. But if you really want to talk to me, then you got to come to the kingdom. You got to come to the BlackTube. You come to the BlackTube, you never know. I might have gifts waiting for you there.
Hey,
you know what I mean? So you're going to get so much more from me when you are a part of the BlackTube. Just like sometimes I might even say something real fast to Mikey G. Like, yo, maybe you throw that on, because I want to see success for all of the people that are part of our community. You know, so
I love it.
There it is.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Make sure you subscribe to my man, AP1 in a billion.
AP!
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about music.
No, we didn't even get it. Go ahead and plug in your music, too, man. Go ahead.
It's just same stuff. At AP1 in a billion.
It's all there.
You know, that's where all of that AP, like it all derives from the music. And I want you guys. I got a lot of stuff to say. Me and my wife sings. We have a lot of stuff to say to our peers, but I got a whole lot to say to your children. A whole lot. And that was the evolution of my music, where it's not cheesy. It's not a cheesy type of thing. It's like dope content that grown-ups and their children can listen to at the same time. So if you've seen like our music videos to Baby Shark and this and that, like you think it's just a regular, nah. We're, bro in there, we spitting bars, we singing, we giving you riffs and whatnot. Like that's what we doing there. So follow me and my family, the Soul and Love family, and AP 1 in the billion. AP 1 in the billion.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right.
All right.